the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, they've really got it going, working on a 5-game winning streak. They'll try to push it to 6 straight with a victory tonight. And a terrific international prospect, Luka Doncic, suiting up tonight. Kenny, it's rare to see someone this young with such a complete game.
You know what? A couple of our friends were talking, me and my friends, about this guy.
When? Yesterday or 2 days ago?
2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
And he's ready. He's strong. He's got a wide frame. He reads defenses well, exceptionally well.
He's good at creating his own shot. He shows a lot of pro-level moves, and they broke that streak of 10 straight.
That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip-off.
No escaping it. So back it up. That's the mic, the big sick, the manufacturer, the architect, bringing the artifact. You can hit my click, now you want a part of it.
The NBA is now taking deposits. Season tickets for the next season. Stop and advantage at the table of the East Software. See how you can have an NBA season ticket.
Be sure to come out for Pennant Flag giveaway. Every fan will see a Jazz Pennant Flag.
The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on a beautiful night in Salt Lake City. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena, the home of the Jazz, as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. That being said, we got great reporting as always, David. AI really credits Tatum for his development.
Yeah, you know, I remember Tatum when he was in the league. A very smart player, and it's nice to see he is guiding others, finding their way in the league.
And Clark, with the full bulk of the NBA season still ahead of us, what can players do to prepare themselves? He's checked in for Dallas. The Beast comes in for Devin Harris. The Jazz have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. Right now for the Mavericks. The 4 is Barnes with Jordan as the 5. He's down there with Dennis Smith. And it's Doncic in at the small forward position. Smith on the wing. Four on the clock. Here's Ray. The turnaround jump shot. The Beast's got his first points of the night.
Boy, that's impressive. I mean, not often do you see shots like this find the net. Fortunately, the basket got in the way.
Rubio against Smith. Rubio with he had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Shoots from the high post. No good from Ray. Utah's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Can call from outside. He gets that one. The Beast's got his second basket of the game. Utah trailing here. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Fires from deep. Gets the three-point shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
High percentage look there, guys. Rubio's best chance to score, and he maxed it out.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots to make excellent, powering through the contact.
Burks finds Sefolosha. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from Trump. You know, the pass to Trump. And it's blocked by Ray. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. No good on the second free throw. And part of the Dallas Mavericks appears to be that you can count on them being in the playoffs almost every single season.
Yeah, that was the case right before these last 2 years. I mean, they made the postseason 15 out of 16 times prior to that. Proud ownership, consistent ownership, outstanding coaching. It won't be long before they're really good again.
Rubio with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Here's Burks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Kevin, we're not too far along in the basketball season right now, so let's see how the Mavericks have done so far.
And going back to that top ranking in terms of block shots, for me it's been pure dominance. Defensively, they have such great presence around the rim, and at times that gets in your head.
No, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Rubio. Averaging 15 points a game, 7 assists and 2 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving, and of course, finds the open man.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Gobert in at the center. It's the group right now for Utah. Nowitzki against Ingles. Shot clock at 6. Back to Burks. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today.
Out to Smith. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Smith's showing you that he's aggressive, he's athletic, and he's strong. Doesn't mind playing through contact. He gets the job done.
And so it's Burks ending it up now for the Utah Jazz. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
No other way to put it. The defense was awful, completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
And you know, Greg, defense is a mindset, and they did not have that mentality that game. Turnovers were a problem as well.
And there was a call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another defensive foul.
And Favors kicks to Mitchell. Shoots it up.
And just not able to find the target from 3-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The shot's good from Ray. So here's Burks. He has 7. It's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized. We'll see if they can keep this up.
Smith in the post. Good by Mitchell. Smith, no luck. So for Dallas, their last game of win against Washington.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the defense.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
5 on the clock. Feeds away. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Ray. Sinks that one from the post. The Beasts got 10. Jazz trail by 4. Burks looking around. Has to go big. He kicks it to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Nowitzki tried to bank it in, but he misses. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Ray. Uses the glass to finish the lead. He's got 12.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Knocks it loose. Okay, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so we need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other.
Even one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Except in the energy stats, how the Hustle game has been going for them.
Well, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Utah calls timeout. Dribble drive has never gone out of style. Still a primary weapon when you think about some of the guys who are best at that. Who comes to mind for you?
Man, there are a lot of guys that convert off the bounce at a high level. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, one of the very best. I don't know if anybody has a handle as sweet as his. Harden's terrific off the dribble, the drive, or the pull-up jump shot. Dennis Schroeder, maybe not up to cope with those guys, but certainly a handful when he's got the ball in his hands with a lot of
Mitchell against Smith. Ingles kicks to Favors. The pass to Burks. With the floater. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
You know, Kevin, this team is struggling. I hope he can find a rhythm and start making the shots out there soon. Otherwise, not.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Both free throws good from Ray.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Gobert, the pass to Mitchell. Kicks it to Burks. They could use a bucket. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. They're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound. Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
The whole stretch offensively, for sure.
And the Jazz call time here. And DeAndre Jordan this last offseason opting out of his contract with the LA Clippers. He felt, Greg, obviously it was time to move on.
It didn't take long for Jordan to find a new home here in Dallas. Had almost signed with them last time he was a free agent. What was the deal this time around? He still has a lot to offer and a really good fit for this team inside.
And Utah making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Smith kicks to Barnes. Here's Ray, the second effort. And he sinks the layup. The Beasts got 20.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Rubio outside.
Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
Rubio finds Favors, and here is Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Favors. Mitchell outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And that's exactly why you got to box him out, because when you don't, that's what happens. He burns you on the glass.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas, and that one falls for Favors. And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
Poked loose. Here's Ray, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Right at the free throw line. Here's Favors, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Great shooters, boy, can they make or break you down the stretch. Here's the league's top shooters right now. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
He is a finisher, plain and simple. That field goal percentage just absolutely jumps out at you. It borders on astonishing.
And the Jazz with some changes. Crowder, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Mitchell. Measuring, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Harris comes in for Dennis Smith. Gets it to fall in the bucket from Ray.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's covered by Ray. And Rubio kicks to Crowder. Here's Favors. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Favors got 7 points for the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here for the second.
Here's Ray. And he banks in the layup. The Beasts got 28 points for the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Passes it to Measury, and he makes that one. Measury's got his first bucket in this one.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Rubio. Softly drops in the floor. Rubio's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Right over the top, Rubio surveying the situation. This takes what the defense allows.
And so it's Dallas, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, look, defense has stood out for you in the first half. It's like they're playing 5-on-6. What has been the driving force for you there?
I'm trying to keep up the intensity. I want to make sure that we're not taking any possessions off, and that all starts with D. We can't let him get comfortable, so we got to keep taking it to him all day long.
So far, the intensity has really been there on that end of the floor. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different. Look for Utah. Thabo Cephalosha is checked in for Favors. Jay Crowder comes in for Joe Ingles. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Then for the Mavericks, Barnes, he's checked in for Jordan. The Beast comes in for Doncic. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Dennis Smith. On the floor for Dallas, Measury is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Matthews, and it's the Beast, and it's Harris in at the point guard. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Cephalosha against Matthews. Back to O'Neal. Lays it up off the glass.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Mavericks leading by 19. Ray the pass to Matthews. Harris, bounce pass. No good from Ray.
I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit too.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Ricky Rubio checked in for Utah.
Ricky Rubio.
It's Crowder on the wing, covered by Barnes. Barnes against Crowder. Over Barnes. That one wide left.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
That one misses. Good work defensively by Crowder. Pass to Rubio. He kicks to O'Neal. Back to Rubio. Shot clock at 5. Laid in with a nice touch up the glass. Rubio's got 11.
Yeah, and the key to that, Kevin, Rubio keeping his head up while he's attacking. Takes this one himself.
Here's Ray. Good.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the rim.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
Now here is Cephalosha. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shoots over Matthews, and that one goes long. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Dallas. Puts it up from 12, and he connects with the jumper. He's got 11.
And Matthews, unafraid to let it fly from the mid-range now. Consistent score from this area of the floor.
Rubio finds Crowder. O'Neal with it. Matthews covering. Pass to Cephalosha. Back to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Utah. From about 16. And all over that time before dropping in. And it's 13 points for Ricky Rubio. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Measury. And it's Nowitzki in for Barnes. Dallas leading by 19. Here's Harris. He has 7. There's a minute left here in the third quarter. Back to Nowitzki. Shoots over Rubio. Nowitzki's shot's good. Nowitzki's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, Nowitzki, dangerous from mid-range. I mean, with his size, quick trigger release, high release point, I mean, he's almost impossible to guard.
Cephalosha dishes to O'Neal. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Now the pass to Cephalosha. 6 on the shot clock. Over Matthews. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
One-on-one fast break. Here's Ray. Good. Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 5 assists in the game.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Mavericks on top, running away with it. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. A moment now to reset the lights. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Crowder is the 4 and Gobert is the 5. O'Neal is out there with Ricky Rubio, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Crowder gets to O'Neal. Gobert the pass to Crowder. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Teams in the past would often pound the offensive glass, Clark. I think of the 84 Celtics. But now teams are running only 1, maybe 2 guys to the offensive boards.
I think a big part of it is transition defense is so important that teams now don't send as many people to the offensive glass. But the flip side of that is if you get offensive rebounds, you get opportunities to score and you can thwart transition chances. So I tilt towards trying to get to the offensive glass as long as you've got a couple of guys that are really good at it.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Cephalosha kicks to O'Neal. Yes! And the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He's for the rest of this game. A different look for Dallas. A foul comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Dennis Smith in for Devin Harris. Utah also making some changes. Niang's checked in. And it's Dante Exum in for Thabo Cephalosha.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Here's Ray, and it's Dallas with another.
I tell you, he's beating up the defense in this quarter, going right at him and scoring in a variety of ways.
Rubio finds Faber. Nice ball movement by Utah. Down low. An easy 2 points on the lid.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Mavericks leading by 22. Jordan the pass to Ray. Back to Jordan. Passes to Ray. Now here's Powell. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Smith. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Hook it on the money from Ray. The Beast's got 39.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Pass to Crowder. Mitchell with it, guarded by Jordan. Back to Faber. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. An interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA rivalry. right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, in most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
Udo's checked in for Jake Crowder. And you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is a player who just is oozing with confidence when you see him play.
I just love how Smith Jr. will attack every player he goes up against. Chris Paul, William Smith Jr. goes way back, but noticed how even as a rookie, he approaches every challenge head on. As a rookie, Smith Jr. was just jawing at the bets and dunking on everyone. He has the game to back up that personality.
Here's Favors. It's tipped. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And here's Smith. And the rejection by Favors. He strikes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Ricky Rubio puts one up. Well, Dennis Smith, look at player contracts today, Clark, a little different from the one after you signed your rookie year. What, 4 years and $1 million? Do I have that right?
Yeah, you got the numbers right, Kevin. And, you know, I look at that as all relative. How about the guys who played way before me?
Right.
And they were traveling on trains to games and were working jobs during the summer. I mean, it's all a function of the revenue generation of the league, which has grown exponentially. Since I played, we were part of the group that actually saw the first salary cap instituted in the early 80s. So growth is part of what we see now in player salaries, and I'm all for the guys to get what they deserve from that standpoint.
Ray on the mark with the 15-footer. The Beast's got 44.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Poked away. It's stolen by Smith. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Crowder against Jordan. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And it's blocked by Ray. Mitchell against Smith. Measuring the pass to Ray. And that's a foul. It's called encephalopathy. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Ricky Rubio comes in for Joe Ingles. Here's Ray. Nice spin off the left rim and in. The Beast's got 46 points.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Utah calls timeout. Look at rebounding now. Our teams relying less on one guy and more on collective team rebounding, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, and you think about it, Kevin, with the space and pace game, positionless basketball, if you will, or versatile basketball that takes place, more guys are spread out and away from the goal. Bigger guys are not always camped in the lane, so everybody's got to rebound the ball, more so today than in past decades, because, again, the three-point shots are coming at a rapid rate. Longer rebounds are available now, so everybody's got to be attuned to rebounding the ball.
Mitchell passes to Rubio. Back to Mitchell. Excellent D there from Ray.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting them, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
Smith surveying the D. Releases. enough under that one. Utah has gone 1 or 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Crowder finds Rubio. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Ray. Off target from three-point range. Utah shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Here's Mitchell. Nice pass. Right into the right, perfectly for the layup. Mitchell's got 26.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos moment. Indeed, what a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Outside Crowder. Rubio in the corner. Goes back up. Here's Favors. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Ring. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he has 6 of those for this game. Now he's checked in for Mavericks. Correa comes in for Smith. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, wow, what you all did tonight, what a display of offense. What got into you to produce this performance?
Well, a couple of my teammates challenged me before the game. They were saying, let's see how high you can go tonight. So I said, all right, I'll show you exactly how high I can go. I mean, but even still, yeah, I didn't think I'd put that many points on the board. That was pretty surprising to me.
Well, you're buying tonight for everybody. Great job. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg,